Hi everybody, my name is Takin, and I've been playing Satisfactory for a long time now, on and off, and I started playing update 5 when it came out in experimental and building a new world and everything. I always play by myself. I had no friends who were into these kind of games, so I usually don't have no one to share what I do with. I'm starting a new project now, like a new power plant. Actually my first fuel power plant, and I'm quite happy with the research and planning that I've been doing. I wanted to share the process with you, and like for you to tell me what you think. That would be great, but mostly like as a way of documenting what I'm doing and as a way of sharing with the community. I enjoy a lot watching other people make their own things, so I thought that it would be nice to share the progress and my plan with you. So let's get started. So we are on this little island in the west of the map. There's a lot of oil here, like 2 pure nodes and 2 normal ones. This is like a perfect place to make a fuel plant or any like oil processing thing. But since I'm reaching the limits of what I can do with coal power, I decided to make a fuel plant, fuel generation plant. So we have 1 pure node here. I think there's a couple of normal ones over there, and another pure one. The thing is, like, I'm going to make this like in kind of like stages. I plan to make it in like 3 stages. Start with a pure node, and then continue with the other pure node and the 2 normal ones. Then I will see like what I do, like if I overclock this, or I don't know what I'm going to be doing. But the thing is, like, the plan I have is to make everything in a way that I can easily like copy and make a new model for every section. I'm going to be using the diluted package fuel alternate recipe, like that of packaging and unpackaging things mixed with water to make a way more efficient fuel plant. I don't want to get into turbo fuel and all that, because I don't want to be forced to bring like other resources here, like sulfur, or do the compacted coal anywhere else and bring it here. I don't know. It feels like too much work, and I want to keep this as an isolated thing. Most of my factory, it's like not so far away from here. You can see here map. But I don't have like actually like a good reliable transport system yet. That's kind of my plan for the future, but I'm kind of limited now with the carbon generators. So I was like, okay, let's focus on expanding fuel, like expanding to fuel generation now, and then I will see like how do I expand the rest of the factory. This is full of like unfinished stuff that I want to keep growing, but I'm kind of stuck right now with the power. I have a really cool setup. I would like to show it what I did with the coal generation. It's like a really compacted system. But yeah, I think my plan for today is like starting with the building the different modules. There will be a module for the refineries that make the heavy oil residue, another module for the packaging, and another module for the fuel. And then it comes back to the unpackaging to go to the generators. And yeah, like the initial plan is to make a 9 gigawatt plant that will require 300 oil, so it will be like one node with a power shard, and it will allow me to put down 60 generators. I will need 21 refineries and 24 packagers, and like I think that six water extractors. I've been working on this for a moment, measuring distances and trying to see if everything that I wanted to make would fit the space that I want to do it. And this is what I made now. I just like to start like by laying down foundations, and so I can have kind of an idea of how much space things are going to take. I think that this is what I'm going to make. This is a refinery area when I'm taking the crude oil and transforming it into heavy oil residue. Then everything will go to here. Here is where I will have the packagers packaging all the water, and then I will take everything to this side where I'm going to have 12 refineries to mix all this packaged water with the heavy oil crude, so heavy oil residue, sorry, to make the packaged fuel. And here I will have in like a second level all the packagers unpackaging the fuel. Doing this in a second level so I can take advantage of the unpackagers head lift to help with the generator setup. The generators are going to be like here, and kind of like the plan is to make it like slightly bigger to fit more generators in the future. Also here I have more space to fit a couple more of these modules. Maybe I could grab one of these generator things and build it on this side. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but this is like the first stage. This line here of foundations is like the world border. I can't go further than that because I get damaged, so this is kind of like the space I have. I did it here because I wanted to do something like clean without worrying about the terrain, or without having to do something like up in the air to avoid all kinds of like things in the terrain. Maybe like the desert was a better place to do this, but I'm not sure. I needed water easily available for this, so I was like, okay, we are going to make this here. I can easily hide the pumps up down here, and I think that this is going to be enough space to make everything up in here. I have some weird ideas taking advantages of the soft clipping that we have now with update 5 to kind of like put all the generators here in 2 levels, kind of like slightly clipping into each other, but I think it's going to look good and work. Also I'm going to be stealing some ideas from other people and things that I've been doing in my other factories that one day I will show you a little bit better. I want to have kind of like a unified concept for the layout of the buildings, and I'm trying to make everything as clean as possible, especially like trying to have everything that has to do with logistics, for example pipes and belts and all that, even electricity, everything running in separate logistic levels, so I can have like a factory floor as clean as possible. And I have some ideas that I've been seeing other people do, and things that I've been testing myself, to make it look like nice. I don't know. I have some ideas on what I want to do with the walls and how I want to integrate some ideas, make everything look like a little bit modern and clean, even though it's like a fuel generation and a power plant, which is not like the most clean thing ever. Especially like the machines are really not something that it's super clean. But I think it's going to work, and I think it's going to look good from the outside. The idea is also, I've been thinking that maybe instead of like expanding horizontally for like a second stage of this, I can go up. I don't know. Also, I left a lot of space around the buildings, so I can have kind of like an industrial space with pathwalks and space for vehicles if I want to maybe change something in the future. I don't know, enough space to make decorations and do whatever I want to do in the future. This is kind of like a first stage. It took me so long not only to go back to base, which is like really far away, it's like all the way up here. And this is where I have my storage facility, so go all the way up here to get materials to start building this. Now I set up like a little concrete factory down here, so at least it's going to be easier to go get concrete. I don't think I'm going to be using concrete all the way for the foundations. I really like the steel foundations, especially for the refinery factories. Maybe I will use concrete for the packaging, or like the regular fix-it foundation. But I wanted to like give it like an industrial look, and I think I will be using concrete for the walls, because like, I really like this kind of like modern brutalist idea for the walls. I think it's going to look good. I don't know, but I know that this doesn't say much, but I wanted to show you, like, I wanted to register like the process from the beginning, not just show the finished process, but also like showing how I'm putting down everything, and also like for me to have kind of like a registry of the process. This is the first time that I'm attempting to build something as big as this. Usually I just build like small factories, and I try to use as little space as possible, and I don't care about generating a fuck ton of material or producing a lot of units per minute or anything like that. I just want everything to kind of look neat and cute, and yeah, that's all. I think that's going to be enough for this video. I don't want to make it too long. I just want to show a little bit of the beginning of this factory thing. I will probably continue working on filling up a little bit of these concrete sections and so on, and maybe setting up the first part. I don't know, maybe I don't think I'm going to record that, but at least you saw like a little bit of the idea of the layout. But yeah, I think that will be all for now, and you can leave me a comment or something if you have any suggestions. I know that for now there's not much to say about this, but in the future, like, feel free to leave any comments or something. And I'm sorry for my voice. I'm a little bit sick. I have to be feeling better by the next video. Thank you.